Welcome back. I hope you had a nice spring break. Again, just in case you forgot who I am, I'm Dr. George Mochocki. I am your sports marketing instructor. We're going to be starting week 7. So we're almost past the halfway mark. I think this was if I'm mistaken, a 12-week course, so we should be doing pretty good. We'll be ending in May. Week 7, you have 5 more weeks and it will be done. You'll be going, whoosh, finally. All right, so what do we have? All right, let's not forget, I did a little house cleaning while you were on a spring break. Sort of a spring break was just sort of a working spring break for me. So I broke it up by weekly, so what you have to do weekly, and here's your resources. Make sure you always look at my recorded lectures for every chapter I have. We're trying to keep it current since the book is new. I've been updating all my lectures and my concept maps. These are all available for you. So this week we're going to be covering chapter 8. So click on the lectures before you do the quizzes. You go on here and and you go in here, and you've got chapter 8, 7, 8, and you have it my mind maps. So just click on the lecture. There I am live, and you're back again listening to me, and we're doing pretty good, okay? And I recorded that, and then you follow along with the concept maps, okay? So where do I get my concept maps? I go back in here where it says a weekly students chapter mind maps. Come in here, all right, and you click on this one, and you go to week chapter 8, the chapter we're covering. And the reason why the concept maps and my lectures are important, they're about a half an hour to an hour long, full lectures, is this how you learn the subject matter. And you'll do well on your quizzes and your exams. And when you're writing the papers to me, you start utilizing business terms and concepts. Part of the exercise you're doing today, internet exercise, looking at new products for your discussion board, and also for your written paper, your weekly article journal. This time I'm just going to have you do a little internet an exercise from the book and some internet searching for your discussion board. So, and we'll be focusing on product life cycle, where it's at. Okay, so we have that. So we've got all. Remember, some students go, "Oh, well, how can I do better, Dr. George?" Here it is. Okay, so you're all set up on that. Okay, so let me close back up there. And now, what do you have there? So you have your weekly check. Always check your grades weekly so you know where you're at. Some of you are doing pretty good. I've got a majority of B's or A's. I do have some lower students, but they're coming up. You still got enough time to bring your grade up. If you're at a C plus, you bring it up to a B. No problem. Just do the work. If you're a D minus or D plus, you can still bring it up to a C. If you're an F, depends how much you're behind, but you still have that possibility. Slim, but there's still a possibility if you're still registered in the class, if you weren't dropped for non-attendance. Okay? All right, so we have this. Okay, so you check your course material. What do we need? Week 7. Again, it's open for you. It tells you everything you need. You're going to do rolling agenda, participate, complete this, take the quiz, and record your reflection. And the only thing that I didn't have on here is, let me see, week 7. I got to do it real quickly. And you will have in here outcomes week 7. You'll basically also will be doing your live water cooler under Blackboard Rely, not like the alter virtual meeting tab. Okay, April 3rd, it's a Tuesday, 6:30 to 7. All right, I just want you to get used to this format because as you're going forward, there's going to be more and more a requirement in most of the online classes. So we're all going to work out together. Okay, I submit that so you're all set. All right. So you come in here, you got your products, you have this, journal entry, rubrics, everything you have. And my lectures, you're doing good. Remember, I put the lectures here, but you always could find them underneath this new tab. Okay, so your weekly discussion, you know what you're going to do on that one. Weekly discussion, it's already open, new product, read it, not that hard. Add it, you won't see the other students' responses until after you complete yours. Remember, this semester, since I've been working with another instructor to fine-tune the format or what's going to be required for this fully online class, next semester they will be doing a project, total project. You're going to come up with a new product or service, and how you're going to take what you've learned and actually implement that. And there may be I think that'll be your in lieu of a final exam. Right now, you've gotten away pretty easy here, so you should be getting your B's and A's. Okay, now what's going to happen? Weekly assignment, weekly quizzes. Make sure you do your journals. All the rubrics are attached to it. I always grade by the rubric. Now, when I'm looking at this Blackboard Collaborate, what you're going to do? You're going to come in here on Tuesday, April 3rd at 6:30. It's open 15 minutes early. It's going to be open. Right now it's going to be closed. I'm going to close it off. I'm just doing this now so I could show you. It'll be open 15 minutes early. You click on this. You're going to join the session. Now, if you don't have a microphone, I assume you have a web camera and a mic. You can buy one of these inexpensive web cameras to utilize it. I've got one here. Like 20 bucks. Put it on there. If you have most of the newer laptops, all come with a web camera and a microphone in there. Okay. But if you don't have that, you still got to have a computer. Either you're at Harper. What do you call it, Mega Labs or a lab there, or your library as a resources. Log into Blackboard, click on there, and if they don't have a microphone there, I think you'd check it out. You could base in a web camera. They usually have that as additional. They also have their laptops there, or you could just dial in this number here and put this PIN number, and that will be basically your microphone. And when you raise your hand, we just won't see you, but you'll be able to communicate, other than just typing in the old way. Trying to bring you up to the 21st century. Okay, so I'm going to join the session. Join 15 minutes earlier, and here's what I want. It's some protocol. It'll take a little while. I'm going to go through here. I was trying to do it as a student mode too, but I was getting too much back feed because I'm underneath the same microphone, and sometimes it wouldn't work for me. When I'm talking, want to work for me because I'm in two different systems. Okay. Okay. So the first thing you're going to do, you're going to see right here. You raise your hand if you have a question, and I'll be able to see that you have a question. And I'll call on you. All right. Or and then you could always share your video. Now most of you, I'll show you how to set it up. But you share your video, could be open. It's only going to show 5 students at one time. I think we have like 20 students in here, depending how many is going to be here in this virtual water cooler. Will be recorded for those that miss it. So if you got any questions about the class, about anything else, so just, hey, Dr. George, just keep up the good work. You're doing fine, and I'm happy. Give me my easy 6 point or whatever. So you'll listen. So you have 5 or 6. Don't worry. When you're ready to talk, your picture will come up in here, and when you're not talking, the other person is talking, his or her picture will drop in here. And after recording, I'll be able to see what actually happens. Okay? Then you do it for 6 points. And then what you do, you turn on your mic. Whenever you have a question, you turn it on. Okay? And the mic is going, because I'll show you how to set it up. And you turn on your video. Video could always be on. It's only going to show 5 at a time. But after you're finished talking, turn off your mic, because there's too much back sound, for lack of better words. And then when you're recording, make sure you tell your loved ones that you are in a virtual classroom. So if she comes in, to be dressed appropriately. And when a student come in, I might have mentioned before, her husband came in with a towel. Oh my God, I know I saw live on TV. You don't want something like that to go viral. All right, it won't go viral. It's just on Blackboard, but still. All right, so we're live. Okay, so now let's see. You're gonna come into the side here. See where I'm at. I'm going to move my picture up later, and you're going to go hit the wheel, like everything else, the common icon, and you're going to see, you're going to set up your camera. You're going to click on that, and you see my mic is working right. Here's the mic. You have a selection, microphone Logitech. Okay, the microphone I really want that's coming out of here would be my podcaster. Okay, and that's sounding great. That's what I'm going to be using. Yes, it's working well. And now I'm looking at my cam link. I can't do that because I'm recording. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to click into my other camera. And there I am. Again, I'm a double. You got double of me, right? Hey, 2 of me. 1 of me you thought was bad enough. They got 2 of me talking to you. Okay? I'm in stereo, for lack of a better word. And that's what you'll see. And then you say, it's working, yes, and you're all set. And then you'll come in here and you'll share your video. So when I share the video, whoever's up here talking will talk. And on here, I'll have the student's name. I may be able to see you. I know if you've got the communication linked to me by a phone or by your mic, or if your camera's on. And remember, and then when I ask you the question, I say, hey, who's got a question? And you could raise your hand. Boom, your hand will pop up. I'll tell you to lower your hand. I already got it. And then you turn on your mic and you'll ask me the question. And if you got your camera on, your picture will be on here, and everyone will, will talk. We'll play it on. Remember doing the water cooler, more of a testing, so I know how to prepare students going forward, or what works, what doesn't work. I've done this a couple of times. So I'm trying to work out all the bugs. All right, we're done. And then basically, when it's over, you just leave. I think you leave in here. That's me. Start recording. Leave your audio. Report an issue. Tell me. Okay, and I think someplace in here you just leave the classroom, if I'm mistaken, on your settings. All right, I think you just turn everything off, and then here you go, status of my sitting, and I'm leaving the session, or I got to go to the bathroom. I'm saying, all right, and you're all set. Good. Okay, so I'm just gonna exit here, and that's what you're doing. So we should be okay. Now remember, everything else is the same. So start going. I have this open, and I'm back. We're back into the discussion board, and I'll see you in the discussion board in a little while, and I'll also see you in the virtual classroom Tuesday. Okay, and if you don't make the classroom, you'll get the full 6 points. But you have to look at the video. I can tell if you looked at the video, the recording, if it works out well, and then I'll give you 2 or 3 points. The whole thing is for you to be more interactive and prepare you for how future Blackboard courses here at Harper College are going to be going forward. I got to learn the same way you do. All right? Let's see how many minutes I got on here. I'm at 11 minutes. That's the earliest you ever had, only 11 minutes. This is probably the shortest video you had. Welcome back, and let's get back to studying, and let's get those grades up. Remember, on the quizzes, like I said, you got 2 tries. After you finish one, you have the other one. Or if you're happy with the grade, that's fine. Because remember, if you got a lower grade, it's going to take an average of the 2. So if you already got a 90 and you want to get that 100, and next time you got a 80, you're going to drop down for the average of the 2. That's a gamble. I give you, right? Give you some kind of, it's like a replay, for lack of a better word. You get to try it again. All right. See you in the discussion board by Wednesday, and even if I'm not in there, I'm always watching. I want you to starting the communication and talking, helping each other out like you would in a virtual office, and you're working on your assignments, and you're learning, and you're trying to come up with how to write the paper properly, and also your journals. If you got some issues at the end, sometimes I read the journals. I may respond to you one-on-one. All right? But at least give me something that you've learned from the discussion board, from the reading, for the internet searches, or whatever. That's how you learn as a group. And I'm not much into busy work, but I want you to be able to research and able to see how I can apply some of this data by looking at how other people apply the data in real life scenarios while doing the homework. Okay, that's it.